We're on to the fourth profile for Global Women Who Rule, year four. Riza is actually holding a PhD in bioengineering, cell and molecular biology from the University of Nottingham, UK, and a graduate of the Business Management Executive Program from the Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, and the Program on Negotiation from Harvard University. Is an accomplished leader in intellectual property and technology ventures. With a distinguished career that spans roles at DuPont Company and Johns Hopkins University, Riza now provides consultancy across various technology industries. As the co-founder and chairman of the Philippine Global Explorers, a nonprofit organization, Riza channels her passion for world travel, global community, and philanthropy. This organization unites highly accomplished and traveled Filipinos worldwide, leveraging their collective knowledge and resources to make a positive impact and foster significant developments back home in the Philippines. Recognized as one of the world's premier and most respected female travelers, Riza's adventurous spirit and dedication to global women empowerment have earned her international acclaim. Her bold and immersive travel experiences not only enrich her life, but also inspire and uplift women around the globe, proving that boundaries are meant to be transcended. Ladies and gentlemen, to give us a speech entitled Exploring the World, Nurturing Our Roots from the Philippine Global Explorers, let's give a warm welcome to Riza Rasco.
Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Good afternoon, everyone. I am deeply honored to receive this recognition from the Global Women Who Rule. My story starts with a memory that has guided me through the twists and turns of my life, for over 40 years. When I was a young girl, my mother took my brother and me to a manghuhula, a fortune teller. She held our hands tightly as we entered the fortune teller's shop, and she asked the fortune teller if my brother and I would ever get that chance to leave the Philippines for better opportunities. Perhaps in the United States, I heard her say. Like many Filipino mothers, she dreamt of a brighter future for her children and was willing to make personal sacrifices for it by letting us go. Knowing many who left the country never came back. When the fortune teller said yes, my mother's face lit up with a luminous smile that I will never forget. That moment has stayed with me all my life, inspiring me to chase my dreams and believe in a better future. That moment planted a seed of determination in me. My mother's persistent hope for our future fueled my ambition. I worked tirelessly, focused on one goal at that time: to leave my country. After graduation from college at the age of 18, I started my journey, studying and working relentlessly while saving and investing every penny. My journey after leaving the Philippines at 23 was anything but smooth. As an immigrant, first in the United Kingdom and then in the United States, I faced many challenges. I had to work harder than everyone else to prove my worth. But I survived it all and did pretty well, in fact, thanks to being raised by a strong mother. My mother wasn't perfect. She would beat me when I failed my grades. She would pull my ear when I acted entitled. And she would constantly threaten to kick me out of the house if I ever got pregnant. Yet she was also the mother who took on all the household work so my brother, my father, and I could focus on our studies and work. She protected and cared for her family fiercely in the best way she knew how. So fast forward today. Sadly, my mother passed away 10 years ago. I wish my mother knew that I am just one country away from visiting every country in the world, surpassing her dream for me of reaching the United States. I wish my mother knew that after nearly 30 years of living and working around the world chasing my dreams, I've now returned home to try to give back and serve my country, our country. I wish my mother knew that I have now also traveled across the Philippines to all 82 provinces of the Philippines. Navigating our nation's vast archipelago and limited travel infrastructure is no easy task. I'm sure she would have appreciated that challenge and how super proud she would have been of me. But most of all, I wish my mother knew how grateful I am to have been raised in the Philippines by her and my dad. A privilege that prepared me for everything the world has thrown at me. And I am also grateful for the resilience and grit that being raised in the Philippines instilled in me. Driven by my passion for world travel, which I discovered along the way, 5 years ago, I conceived the idea of uniting Filipino travelers to create a supportive community for global exploration and to leverage our collective knowledge and experiences to make a positive impact on the Philippines and its communities. This vision gave rise to the Philippine Global Explorers. The Philippine Global Explorers is a nonprofit organization, but more importantly, a community of Filipinos who share a deep passion for travel. Many of our members have stories like mine. They left the Philippines seeking better opportunities and developed a love for travel along the way. Our members come from all walks of life. There are lawyers, there are business people, there are nurses, doctors, scientists, engineers, teachers, United Nations employees, soldiers, airline staff, social media, influencers, and overseas Filipino workers who developed a love for travel and exploration. PGE is not just about traveling. It's about making a positive impact in our local communities. We've made significant impact across the Philippines through various projects and have been making headlines worldwide. And here are some examples. In Sulu province, we partnered with several renowned international traveler communities like the Most Traveled People, MTP, the Extreme Travelers International Congress, or ETIC, the Swedish Club 100, and then the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Philippine National Police, and the local government to bring foreign delegations safely to the region. This unique collaboration aimed to boost local and international tourism, following the good work of our soldiers and policemen, bringing significant improvements in peace and order in the Bangsamoro region, and to help drive economic prosperity in the region. So Project Sulu showcased how the Philippine Global Explorers can effectively use its broad network of foreign travelers to connect local government and tourism goals with the international tourists that they aim to attract. In Tondo, Manila, we partnered with the Purple Community Fund and Upskills Foundation and provide educational trips for children from landfill communities, broadening their horizons. In Zamboanga, Sibugay province, we recently partnered with the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation to empower an oyster farming and fishing community. Together, we are engaged in developing ecotourism initiatives to provide additional livelihoods. In Masbate province, we have partnered with the Masbate Provincial Tourism Office and the Cattle Raisers Association of Masbate to attract tourists to our cattle ranches, inspired by models in the Americas. In Central Luzon region, we are looking into partnering with an Aita indigenous community and the Department of Education to develop a school curriculum to preserve Aita customs and traditions. In Camarines Norte province, we have partnered with the local government to assist in its planning effort to preserve and enrich its cultural heritage and stimulate economic activity through tourism. In Quezon province, we are working with a Rotary for an artificial installation to protect marine life. And more recently, we announced a strategic partnership with the Rex Education and the Philippine Outbound Educators Institute to promote education through travel, teaching our youth 21st century skills. And what are they? They are teamwork, problem solving, communication, creativity, and leadership, and so on. This recognition validates our success, collaborative efforts, and the strength of our connections. It is a testament to the vast potential we possess when we unite under a shared purpose. With this recognition, I hope to open more doors for the Philippine Global Explorers, fostering meaningful collaborations, alliances, and accessing vital resources to realize our dreams for our nation. We aim to work hand in hand with key stakeholders, sharing our global experiences to shape policies that drive the growth of our nation. We aspire to be strategic thought partners for our nation's leaders. The Department of Tourism, we are a resource for you. You can use us when we are trying to work with you. We have the foot in both worlds, the Filipino psyche, and we know what works outside our country. Together, we are more than explorers. We are architects of change. We are pioneers of progress. We are ambassadors of the Filipino spirit. This recognition inspires me to dream bigger, aim higher, and continue our journey towards making the Philippines a beacon of inspiration for the world. As I stand here today, I look back to that day in the fortune teller's shop with my mother. My mother's dream has not only been realized, but exceeded. Her strength and sacrifices have empowered me. Her strength and sacrifices are the foundation of my personal journey. And as the Philippine Global Explorers moves forward, let us remember that the privilege to explore the world comes with a duty to give back to where we started, our homeland. Thank you. And let us continue to empower one another as women, as leaders, and let us explore, inspire, and serve hand in hand for our country. Mabuhay po tayo.